the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. American Airlines Arena the place, and the Miami Heat will be on their home floor as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Not a lot to complain about for this San Antonio group right now. Over the first half of the season, we've gotten a good sense of
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We are in Miami, Florida, the American Airlines Arena, home of the Heat. And, of course, Boris Diaw. Since he's out of the picture, the team will have to fill his shoes.
Kevin, I thought he was really an important player for them, undervalued and not given the credit he deserved. That's not to say the trade was a mistake, but I think they'll miss him more than you might expect.
You know, chemistry-wise, I agree with you, Clark, because he was a glue guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of held things together for them in a few areas, and so not having him around might take some getting used to.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Anderson, and it's Dedmon in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Heat shooting their first free throw of the game. And that one misses. Heat on D. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Here's Winslow following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Laverne takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And here are the Spurs. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
They get the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Spurs shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Payton kicks to Laverne. In the corner, Winslow with it. Bosch, the screen. To the middle, off the pick. And he lays it up and in. Bosch has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Back to Bosch. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. There's a good screen. Bosch, the screen. There's Winslow. And the three ball is good.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
So it's San Antonio now, trailing by 4. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Yeah, exactly. An interconference matchup here. Not a lot of familiarity, but I wouldn't say they caught them off guard. There's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other team was watching.
So it's Miami now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Guarded by Green. Clock at 6. And there's another one for the Heat. Spurs trail by 4. Parker with it. He had 16 points in the win against Oklahoma City. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Bosh, the screen. Payton dishes to Bosh. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Down low, Dedmon passes to Aldridge. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Here's Winslow after the basket by San Antonio. Here's the screen. Swiped it away. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. That evens the score.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
Here's Laverne, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. The Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Parker dishes to Aldridge. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Now here's Payton. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Winslow. There's the screen. The feed to Bosh. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Now here's Anderson. He has 5. On the wing, Green. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Heat have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. And the shot is long.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Parker kicks to Anderson. Back to Parker. 5 to shoot. Off the pick. They get it back. Dedmon. And he goes in for the dunk.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Okay, Miami now.
And a new group in for the Heat. Hugh, he's checked in for Laverne. Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Winslow. And Jones subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Here is McRoberts. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Jones drives in. Pass to Q. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by Miami. Unloads from 13, and it's Miami with another.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Mills passes to Simmons. Out left to the wing, the tray, and it's Patty Mills with the threes. Mills has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Jones. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit. Pass to Hill, beyond the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Now here's Mills. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Oklahoma City.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol under wraps in this one. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end, and the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And the basket good. Gasol's got it all tied up now for San Antonio.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside, Jones. Inside, here's Q. That's tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Simmons. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Spurs.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting a lot of those second chance opportunities. Those can be hard to come by sometimes.
Here's Gasol. Down it goes for his third basket. In as many tries.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Jones dishes to Hill. 1:06 left in the first quarter. And Jones has it in the corner. There's a good screen. All alone. It's Clark with the rebound. Spurs leading by 4. .41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam.
Strong interior move, aggressive, assertive, and effective. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Gasol dishes it to Mills. Screen by Lee, and Mills kicks to Lee. And Gasol slams it in.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't.
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving.
It's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulated as smoothly as Chris does.
Sure.
But inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play a game they love.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
Hill is out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's Jones. Then there's Payton. And it's Laverne in at the 5. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Payton kicks to Hill. Looking for Payton. He gets it there. It's tipped. They recover it. Hill has the open look. No good. And the Spurs going the other way now.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Hill's got 4 points in the quarter. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Anderson outside. He kicks to Aldridge. Takes the turnaround J and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Aldridge has got 6.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Green, no luck.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. And Anderson slams it in.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Well, he's making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
San Antonio leading by 10. Here's Parker. Here's Aldridge. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
We've seen Aldridge playing a good game here. He has 9 points and also a block shot.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
Parker kicks to Green. Aldridge a screen to the inside. Parker passes to Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Bosh sets the pick for Winslow. Down low. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Chris Bosh.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Jones. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Jones has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Heat. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Parker against Payton. Green, the screen. They set the pick. Parker kicks to Dedmon. Shot clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Bosch. Bosch has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
There's Winslow, and another basket for Miami. Now Parker. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's sent back by Bosch.
Well, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Spurs leading by 7. Feeds it to Parker. Kicks to Aldridge. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Payton kicks to Laverne. The pass to Payton. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Miami shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Laverne. And San Antonio also making a switch. Lee's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. And San Antonio has possession. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And that one's good. Here's Payton. 9 points last game out. In the corner, Winslow with it. Again, the miss by the Heat.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Lee kicks to Mills. The dish now to Gasol. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Timeout called the Heat.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now. Looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Q, he's checked in for Chris Bosch. Payton outside. He feeds it to Winslow. They set the screen. Passes it to Q. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
Here's Simmons. Another shot. And the jam by David Lee.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
San Antonio leading by 8. Gasol, a screen on Payton. And here's Mills from the arc. Rebound by the Heat.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Over to the left wing. Latre. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's Clark. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. He dishes it to Lee. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Lee's got his second bucket of the game to go.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Now here's Payton. Defense is right there. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 6.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Hill, he's checked in for the Heat. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the half. And Mills kicks to Lee. Here's Simmons. Buries the long-range jumper. Simmons got 7 points in the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Payton dishes to McRoberts. Fires the 3, and that one's good.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Shot's good by Mills. 5 points in the game.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
There's the pick. Payton passes to McRoberts. There's a minute left to play in the first half. 5 to shoot. Hill kicks to Payton. Tries it from the top of the key, and there's the foul. It's on Josh McRoberts. That's his first foul.
And not much breathing room there. The step-back move gave him just enough to get it off.
Gasol wide open. He fires. The three-pointer no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's McRoberts. Can't get it to go. And the Spurs going the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. There's the screen. Ball stolen. And here's the fast break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Outside Gasol. And he gets it to go. Gasol's got 13.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill. For a big fella.
And so we conclude the first half. It's the Spurs up by 12. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Eric Spoelstra and Coach.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. We saw LaMarcus Aldridge lighting it up in the first half. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
They did an awesome-erific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-erific. That's awesome and terrific together.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now we take you back to Kevin Harlan for...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, how about guys mixing up the looks? I mean, bump him out a little bit, front him, double him, anything to try to get him off his rhythm.
On the floor for San Antonio, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Anderson in at the 3. Now the feed to Payton. Lets a floater go. He lays it in. Payton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Parker against Payton. Green kicks to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 6 on the shot clock. It's Parker with the drive. He's off from 17 feet.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
There's the screen. Payton against Aldridge. Nice D from Aldridge.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And there's the 3-second violation. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. LaMarcus Aldridge, 4th.
Boy, that is an impressive number. My goodness, can he keep that up? If he can, boy, he'll continue to have a humongous impact on his team.
Now here's Winslow. Defense is right there. Misses off the right iron.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Aldridge dishes to Parker. Another miss by Parker.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Miami no good on that time either. Spurs leading by 10. Anderson outside, and the wide open shot from Green. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
The Heat making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Pass to Green. Here's the screen. Here's Parker. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Parker's got 6.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Parker against Jones. From the left block. Green with the block.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Timeout called, the Heat. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Winslow with it. He's got 7. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he's good on the second. Now here's Green. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Aldridge. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Over to the wing. Winslow, the pass to Laverne. Stolen by Anderson. Shot from the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 10 points for Parker. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Spurs.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
The Spurs have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one, and the first one drops.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Anderson. He's got 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
And the Spurs making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Jones against Gasol. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
From deep, Green. And Winslow pulls it down.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. In transition, here comes Miami. Kicks it out to Jones. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Now here's Winslow, guarded by Green. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. All alone, rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
The Heat trail by 13. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And there's another one for the Heat. The Spurs have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. To the paint. And Gasol slams it in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Jones dishes to Laverne. They set the pick. To the paint. That one's good. The San Antonio is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Bosch.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Hugh, he's checked in for Laverne. Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Hill in for Winslow. Outside, Jones. Over to the left wing. Launches a 3. He misses his 3rd shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
76% on the season from the foul line.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
Spurs leading by 14. Got a piece of it. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Here's the screen. Here's Simmons. 11 points in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simmons got 5 points now this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Jones, the pass to Hill. Q, defended by Gasol. 5 on the clock. Jones from outside. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
There's the pass to Q. Loses his hand off the screen and lays it up and in. Q's got 6.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Wow. Look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
The Heat trail by 16. Outside Hill. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the third. There's a good screen. And the Heat making a change here. Payton's checked in.
That's his first personal foul. In for your Heat, Alfred Payton.
Outside Hill. Payton outside. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes to Hill. There's the triple. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And here is Payton. Shoots it. Misses. And as we end the third. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Heat trail by 18. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Heat, we've got Chris Bosh. He's out there with Solomon Hill. Alfred Payton is out there with Laverne. Launches it. Shot clock at 6. Rebound San Antonio. Aldridge has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Clark, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
It's Parker with the drive. That's good. And the Spurs lead by 20.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Winslow's checked in for Hill. Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Dedmon. Anderson kicks to Aldridge. The Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Dedmon, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Payton against Parker. Payton dishes to Laverne. 4 on the shot clock. From the arc. No good from Payton. Spurs leading by 22. Here's Parker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
To the middle. And it's blocked. Inside. And finished off by Anderson.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Bosch, no one around him. Bosch can't get that one to fall. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Payton against Parker. The 10-footer. It's hauled in by the Heat. Winslow's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Trying to get back on track. The shot will not go. And the Spurs going the other way now. Now Anderson. Down low, Aldridge. Laverne grabs the miss. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Bosch, the screen. Payton drives in. The dish now to Winslow. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. That's 10 points here for Justice Winslow.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
There's the pick. Parker passes to Aldridge. Lets it go from 11. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
A different look now for San Antonio. Bertanis, he's checked in for Anderson. Corver comes in for Daniel Green. And it's D in for Tony Parker. Feeds it to Randall. The Heat need to get a shot off. That's good.
Tyson Doyle.
Here's Murray. He kicks to Dedmon. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Spurs making a switch here. Lee's checked in. And so here is Miami. Payton with the ball. In the corner, Winslow with it. 6 to shoot. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 5 assists in the game.
And he had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Now Murray. They set the screen. The 3 from Corver. It's rebounded by Payton. Payton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kicks it to McRoberts. Lots of room. No good. And the Spurs going the other way now. Here's Murray. Screen by Lee. Now Murray. Passes it to Bertans. Jacks up a three, and that one's good.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Payton outside. There's the dish to McRoberts. There's a screen. Here's Winslow. Hoppers off the pick and hammers it home.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
That's good.
Check out. These handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Payton outside. He feeds it to Winslow. Payton kicks to Winslow. Lets it go with the three. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And that's 18 points here for Justice Winslow. Spurs leading by 21. There's the feed to Lee. And the layup is good.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
For Miami, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Clark, he's checked in for the Spurs. Now here's Payton. Bosch, the screen. Payton dishes to Bosch for three. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Pass to Clark. Takes the three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Payton kicks to Bosch. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Back to Korver. The Spurs working the ball around now. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And a new group in for the Heat. And both free throws good for Lee. Miami's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Now here's Payton. He's covered by Murray. The rebound by the Spurs.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Clark, the pass to Lee. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
Clark, this was a physical game.
Yeah, but the awareness they had offensively to penetrate really was the difference.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Aldridge. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Murray, covered by Payton. Now Murray, 5 on the clock. Here's Bertanis. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Pal, congratulations on the
2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Hart.